to talk about value in terms of digital, as you can see. And I think we all love the fact that it's not actually monetary value, it's more about the social value as well. So that brings me to the next part of our session today. And the next one is more about the society and the social matter. And it's going to be interesting again because it's more about something leisure and it's more about tourism. So these days, it's not just tourism anymore, it's more about the notion of tourism in depth. And once we talk about community-based tourism, that's what is the trend today in terms of the tourism parts. And in Thailand, as you all know, we are one of the largest countries in terms of tourism business. And we got many communities that people can actually learn from, got some good experiences and many other things. But once it comes to the community tourism, people actually go into the community and actually spend their lives there, not just the life, but also the resources in the community as well. And sometimes it creates some kind of danger to the grassroots and the roots of the community itself. So how can we help with this? How can we create the value from the community using the roots of the community itself to create value from tourism? So that the next session will be all about this. And in Thailand, once we cannot find enough target customers in the country, then we got the association that try to encourage people from outside the country, from the European countries, from America, from many other continents to come into the country. The one who really love community-based tourism. They'll be there and try not to violate the lifestyle, the life of the community. And for today, we got two presenters, Kun Thamrong Chompusi and Kun Nithi Subhongsang from the Thai Responsible Tourism Association with us. So please give a big hand to both. So what I'll do, I'll be the one who actually ask a question to both of them, and we're going to interact. So it's going to be nice that way, I think. So thank you very much.
That's a great thing. First of all, I'd like to introduce myself, Nithi, or in the industry call me Nathi. You know the style of people who call me Nathi that make me more Nathier. Okay? I need some help before introduce my friend. I need someone to hold my leg. It's shaking. It's my first time to be on this stage. Very, very excited. Okay? I pass the microphone to my friend.
Let me help you with that.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is, everybody call me Tui, Thamrong Chompusi, and based in Panot Pakongsup. We are the group of the TRTA, that's means Thai Responsible Tourism.
So this is the association.
Yes.
And once before we talk about the activities of that association, the philosophy and everything, so let's please talk about the overview of the association itself. So how many members there? So how can you actually form the association altogether?
Thank you. Our association is like the new association in Thailand, but the experience of ourselves is not new. We start the community-based tourism since more than 12 years ago. For myself, since after tsunami, and for Nathi before me. And we are a group of the people who love to help the people to join together and coming to be the association. Right now we have about 16 members, including the academic, like a professor in Thailand, and also also the community in the local village, and also the tour agent in Thailand. Yes.
And you got many activities throughout the years actually.
Yeah, at the first year that this is the first year we established, and the many stakeholders who involved into the community-based tourism on our project, on our plan. Now we work with many government units from TRF, Thailand Research Fund, and DASTA, and so many organizations. They think so. By introducing ourselves, we will see more and more about what our roles, what we're doing, and then again, this is not normal uniform. You can see our normal uniform. We're from outside far in. Okay. And next, yes, and lots of activities in the past years. We go down to many places to deliver or sharing our passion and experience, even to local and to the local business and local people. And especially from the local side, they could believe they can show or they can share this to international levels of marketing. So this is our vehicle. You use public bus, public transportation, or even driving. This is our you see our guide in front of the vehicle. I try to talk that language. It's quite difficult. Okay. And okay.
So before we talk more about the association, as you can see, it is just the association with good deed. So it's good people who love their community so much, and it's more about social responsibility. But once we talked about the notion of CBT or community-based tourism, then we actually talked about this the overview of the term CBT first. Then we can actually move on to the part of philosophy of the association.
The CBT is not just only the trend right now. We work very hard for many years ago, and then luckily many community they see the light of the life. There's many organizations and the government coming to help them. Many projects coming. The CBT, that's mean the community-based tourism. That's not just only you are visiting the community. The community themselves, they are proud to present their valuable within the village, and then share with their occupation, like fishing or planting the mangrove or cooking in the kitchen. Something like that is we call the real CBT.
So it's not just having someone at the tourists go into a community. It's a community-based tourism. So it should be something from within as well. So it's not just something from outside. So it's totally different. Actually, I happen to be in the field of tourism as well, just to let you know that what happened in the field of tourism throughout these many years. We talk all about the tourists, and tourists, we call, in terms of marketing, customer is God. And in the tourism part, we got tourist is God. So they can do anything because they are customers. But this is not the case here. Right? It's not the case here. It's not just the customers themselves, it's the people in the community as well. And maybe the people in the community happen to be more important for the CBT.
Yes.
But it is important that Ro talked about. So I got it wrong. CBT itself is not the trend. It's a philosophy by itself. So let's talk about the philosophy of the TRTA then. We got 4S.
The philosophy behind all 4S is regarding to all stakeholders and the way that we're going to walk to. But the most important or the keywords of the community-based tourism, we believe that TRTA believe that we can bring the positive impact from tourism to the local. That's the key things. Smart, yes, it's quite difficult. It's too smart today. Interesting. Smart thinking. We think on behalf of all stakeholders. We share it. We brought everyone together. And before we create something or activities or a program of tour, we listen and we sharing and we try to conclude from the whole stakeholder side, not just from the business side. And yes, of course, society is we quite concerned if in the past the tourists and what you mentioned, tourists we just using what we have, but now we have to protect what we have. And I always say Thailand has two lucky and unlucky in the same item. Is we have too many good places. In the past we just used, but now we have to think and we have to look at it and we have to think of protecting it. Okay?
That's what we call smart.
Thank you. Okay. And sustainability, of course, and this is the way, I think this is the good way for responsible tourism to maintain what we have and to keep the tourism in Thailand last longer. And of course, satisfaction cannot be any successful if the part or some part of the stakeholders say, no, I don't like it. Yeah, for good example, when I used to ask our staff that when you want to buy the coffee, which brand you want to buy? Okay, the big brand, international brand, or Doi Kam. They say, oh, Doi Kam because Doi Kam help people. But really, this is the first reason you buy this brand coffee? I buy this coffee because they're good. They smell good, they taste good first. And what we can do the next. Okay, first we satisfy ourselves. And second, we can satisfy all stakeholders. This is what the philosophy behind what we grouping our TRTA.
So as you can see over there, it's more about stakeholders. It's not actually about just the customer itself, and it's not about just the community itself either. So that's what we call sustainability. And we try to link the sustainability part of it to the notion of the UN goals. So which goal is that?
Yeah, especially number 12. This is what we're looking at. This goal from UN is for 2017. And try to make the sustainable development goals. Look at number 12. This is one. We're not just thinking because of this theme, but we're working before this theme launch, I think more than 10 years. But of course, this is a good thing to make the largest number of people who can get in or concerned about this.
Can I add something about the sustainable trend? Actually, it's all about this. It's a company benefit. Like, no problem. Like, when you have the guests coming, you have something happen in your community. Everything is participate or get benefit for the community. From my experience, when I work with the community, in the beginning, it's like they are very protected themselves, they not open their mind, and after they got help from any organization, and they are open and welcoming everybody to the village, and after that, they got better life. They keen to send their children to get more high level of education. That's before, it's just only the high school, secondary school, but right now it's go to the university. Thank you.
And it is very interesting. And actually, as you can see, we got this is the second session of our program for this bit. So the first bit is about digital. This bit is about community-based tourism. But there is one thing in common, so we can see commonality here. It's about the notion of the fact that people think about themselves first, and then the same thing, inside out. So we would like to sell this kind of thing, we like to come up with this application, we would like to sell our community, and sometimes we got no eyes, I have to say, for someone from outside. And if you like to do business, of course, we got many stakeholders, right? And after understanding the stakeholders, then it brings benefits back to the community. And it's not just the money. You see, this family value, the kids actually come back home. Not just the primary school student, the secondary school student, but the university students as well. So at the end of the day, it's the factor for happiness, right?
Exactly.
So can you come up with anything before we talk about the benefits of the communities that participated in the program itself? So can you talk about some examples then? I think some communities that you actually work with or have been working with.
So in different where when we first start our business, Andaman Discovery start from helping people from tsunami, and that just we fall off, and we're happy to be at the local, and we think we are quite a business side, but we how the business can bring the value or benefit to people. Yeah, maybe you can start from Andaman Discovery.
From the member of the TRTA is everywhere in Thailand. I try to make you understand. And based in Phang Nga, that start from helping people who affected by the tsunami. And that's for sure. The community that I work with is along the Andaman coast, like Ranong, Phang Nga, and Krabi. The name of the community is Bangkok now in Susamran, Ranong, and also Gok Prat Thong, that's affected by the tsunami, and also Krabi in Gok Prat.
So some of the communities got affected by the tsunami.
All of them got affected by the tsunami.
So
And then after they got help, we teach them how to protect their resources in the beginning. We are a group of friends who came down to help them, and then after that we saw they have many resources, valuable, and then we try to bring the young adult who keen to do the good things in the village, to train them about the protected resources, English class, computer class, and also hospitality class, training about 8 months. And after that, we give them some funding to go back to do the good thing that's their promise.
Oh, yes. So it's not just the one-shot development project, it's the one that lasts very long. At least just the teaching part, it lasts about 8 months.
8 months, and after that, some of them want to do the homestay. That's why we still stay to help them to get the customer to visit them, because they lack of the communication in English.
Right.
And then until now, we have more community.
Right. So it's not just a training method.
Yes,
It's more of a development method.
exactly.
Right. So you've got a system in place.
Yes.
And from Nithi Adventure side, we more working with the local people for a long time ago, and then we met many times in the training or seminar we had with Community-Based Tourism Institution or CBTI, that we can learn more about the motto of the community. But in practical, about 2.5 years, I have a good opportunity to work with the researcher in the north about the local tourism in Payao, which is a very a second or not a major destination for the tourism. And in the south, about a year and a half ago, I have another opportunity to work with another research team in Pathalung area. Again, Pathalung and Payao is not a major destination for tourism, especially in Pathalung. It's quite people. My major customers come from Western Europe. Western European. They're very very think of how the tourists, for example. But later, after we spend about years or year and a half, eventually we can bring both destinations to international level marketing to WTM World Travel Market in London. And we have some slide about this kind of thing when we how to work together.
It's very interesting, as you can see. Sometimes once we talk about the notion of value creation, we talk about our products or our community, right? And we try to create value from the community. And sometimes we found that the customer that got to be in the community might not be able to perceive the value of the community itself. So the other way to work things out is to change the customer group. So if the customer cannot see the value of the product, then if we cannot change the product, we cannot change the value people leave, then we change the customer group. And then we got to have the new group you just mentioned, someone from Western European countries, right? In America and many other places in the world. Can you talk more about the customer, this kind of target group? What they like, what they love, what they need?
Yeah, before then we will talk about what our group roles, and then we can imagine that how can we make ourselves or our country more attractive to people. Oh, Thailand is not just a sightseeing place.
The most tourists that we try to bring them to the community, they are, I can guarantee, like 100% CBT hard that's coming to the community-based tourism. Every time when we communication, like more than 30 emails, we try to make them understand. Every community, they are different, have the code of conduct, and then everybody happy. Like 50% from European, they are interested in the CBT, and 25% America, 13% Australia, and 12% is Asia. Not just only the coming to travel in the community, some of them coming to do like a study trip in the community, like a community connection, culture exchange, something like that as they come.
So and then you provide accessibility for them, right? So sometimes, as you just mentioned, for example, Patalung and Riau, that's the second tier tourism province, right? But you talked about the notion of how interesting it is. Interesting they are, and then you provide accessibility for the customers coming.
Yes, that's true, and the accessibility for this kind of thing is not just from the tourism side, tourist side, but we also, as a business side, we go to work with the local organization or researcher and think where is be able to do the marketing.
Many times the community owners themselves, they close their minds.
Yes, they close their mind, or they couldn't believe sometimes. They don't think that this community or this village can have or can welcome guests from other countries. Yeah. And yes, the accessibility we try before we promote the CBT from many sides or from our members. We think, and later we do some development with them, which is training. Okay, regarding to the CBT, Thailand is longer than 15 years starting back in the past. But we do only one core is development. Starting from nothing at the village. Lots of organizations or teams come to the village and say, hey, you have to change the bed, hey, you have to develop your toilet, you have to develop your hygiene or cooking like this, blah, blah, blah. This is only one thing that our country were very keen on. But how many people or how many organizations can deliver this good thing to the world. This is another last part of our role. It's another 50%. TRTA, we do the deliver. This good example, this that I mentioned before, we think, we mention, or we work as we are the bridge to connect from local to global. Last year, that's what I told you before, we had opportunity to go and promote under the name of TRTA to a World Travel Market in London in November. And we made lots of good potential customers, which is our the how to work at the fair. We have to do the appointment. It's very close trade fair, not open to public. And only the appointment, we got more than 30 appointments during 3 days, which is quite good for our schedule. And later, we brought them to see the real site in last April to Phayao and go down to Phang Nga and finish at Chulalongkorn Island. And we signed a contract. This is our working place. Unfortunately, have no aircon and no cappuccino, for example. And eventually we got 4 people signed a contract after we finished the farm trip. This is one of them in Denmark. They launched our program in Patalum on their website and start selling. And very excited for us that another one of the booking is for blind people. They're going to come to visit Thailand in February. Next year they already brought the ticket and they pay us deposit already. We will going to bring them to Phayao and Patalum, the site, and we show them. The thing is it's the first time for this charity to be away from Europe. And they choose Thailand to be their first destination outside of Europe. 12 blind, 4 helper, and with our 2 tour guide to bring them. This is thank you. This is what we try to bring benefit to everybody, not only just the local, or everybody can be. Now I think our team behind, many teams behind, looking forward to welcoming this group.
So can you come up with some key factors that you can actually attract this group of people? I think it's, once you talk about it, it's a best practice, I have to say. But there should be some difficulties behind the case.
I may right or I may wrong. Okay. In the old day, the tourism, we just come to the place or go to the destination just to have to take photos. But nowadays, the trend or the behavior of the traveler has changed to be more experienced or more creative tourism. Hand-ons, or they want to cook what they're going to eat for their dinner, for example. And we have some other example that the key thing why people getting more and more interested in CBT.
For my side, my experience is like the key of the community-based tourism is not just only everybody can open the house to welcome the guests. You have to aware the standard. You have to understand what people want and what people respect for. From our job, we try to gathering all the local community who want to do it and who want to be the standard. And we help them to reach to the international standard, not just only the homestay standard. Like right now, we are member of the Travel Life, GTC, something like that. And local community that don't want to do that. We are the organization who help them to get this. And then this is the choice of the customer to pick the program. That's we are reach of the international standard.
So talk
Yeah, on behalf of TRTA, that we like to thank you to Chulalongkorn Business School that we couldn't believe ourselves. It's a dream to come to chair the seminar like this level. Yes, we did lots of seminar, but on the mountain or at somewhere garden, but not Oriental. We like to thank to a great opportunity for having us here. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for coming actually. So please, any questions at all or feedback for TRTA? Please, yes.
Actually, I studied about this community-based enterprise. On the other hand, I was also involved a little bit on CBT. I don't understand a little bit on your philosophy talking about smart and society. What is the two different? What is the term of smart in this sense?
So
Smart can be what we think. The business model the previous business model is
So
think
it's
of
not about
us.
technology.
Sorry.
It's not about technology.
Not yet. We're very new. We're only 8 months old.
Okay, so it's just like knowledge transfer.
Yes.
To let them know more
Yes.
about how can they do.
And open their mind to see that their place can open to up level to the international level.
Okay. Do you-
At the first step, what I say, but in the future we have a plan for a startup as well. Maybe we can talk with doctor.
ASEAN now they also stepping up for the new tourism strategy until 2021, talking about this community base as one of the key strategic direction.
Yeah.
What do you think about that one, comparing with the world standard that you have to apply for? So what are you going to choose first, and how can you adjust in both ways?
We want it. We can think of Thailand is the first country who think of CBT in this region, and lots of countries who like ASEAN members they learn something from us, and they think the CBT not talking only about the money, but talking about benefit to local people. That some of the in practice. Many of our community that we work with, we never send them a customer for years sometimes, but they're still happy to have us. They use CBT as their tool to develop their life or their standard of life. This is the key thing. Compared to other countries around this region, they think CBT is the benefit tools to their people as well. But again, we can share, like us now, we have a customer, we have our own marketing in UK or in German, who book under our brand, but we operate in Cambodia, Vietnam, and Myanmar.
Last question.
Here we have a partner there too, and we can sell the other side of other country around Thailand to the same customer.
Last question. As from the beginning until now, what is the most difficult matter that you have to deal with the community or with the customer side? What is the most difficult one?
We may have a difference, but my first expectation from local. When the team or when whoever who come to the village, we are strangers, and they thought, oh, we're going to be rich because they come to help. It's a very, very difficult thing. Firstly, when I come to every place that my first time, I always say, please don't expect. We come to help and we come to work together. This is what my most important thing and my solution to talk to them.
For me, the trust. That's when you are from different village and you are going to their village and they're gonna look, you are coming to do something or get something from them. You work on their back, something like that. But after we build the trust, everything is easy. But take a long time. But right now, everybody trusts. That's happy to welcome us to going to create the new program activity in the village.
Please.
I don't have any question, but I'd like to support here.
Thank you very much.
I think we cannot create a national Silicon Valley here. We can be our own, like using tourism or health or agriculture to bring Thailand up into the region. So that's then by using we have like digital complement that's gonna help you grow like faster and more sustainable in the longer run.
Great appreciation. Thank you very much.
In the sense that the DNA is important, right? And we got the notion of smart anyway, and as what Professor talked about, I really think the DNA of being smart can be linked to the notion of digital and technology in the future as well, right? So as you can see, a good story you got to learn and listen to might have some kind of difficulties behind it. And we learned a lot from TRTA today, so thank you so very much for TRTA. So we're going to go for the last bits of our session. It's going to be my talk.